9-month-old Betty is a failed race dog who's been dumped with Greyhound Rescue.
They thought she was dead, first of all, because she was laying so still and wouldn't move at all. So, why? We don't know.
Peter was called in to save the puppy after she suddenly collapsed.
How are you? I'm Chris.
Peter.
Hey Peter, this is Betty, is it? Hey Betty.
Now the neglected Betty needs urgent medical attention and a new home.
She's quite unsteady there, isn't she?
People see them with the muzzle and they think they're dangerous dogs, whereas in fact they're the exact opposite. They're very friendly, very gentle and affectionate. 40 mile per hour couch potatoes, that's what they are.
Her heart rate's a little bit high. With the amount of fleas that she has, that could be playing a part. I'm sure you'll agree, she doesn't look like a greyhound puppy should.
It's a mystifying case. Hopefully blood tests and x-rays will provide some clues.
X-ray. There's not much food going through her digestive system. There's a bit of air, but really this is just pointing towards the fact she hasn't eaten for days. And on top of the fleas and on top of the fact she just doesn't really have much body reserves, she's really struggling.
The fleas are easy to treat, but the blood tests will have to be sent to the lab for further analysis. Chris is almost certain Betty's collapse has been caused by malnourishment. That can be fixed with a high-calorie diet and rest.
What I'm most concerned about right now is the fact that when you look at her, Betty's got this general lack of coordination. She stumbles around, her head wobbles. I'm starting to worry there might even be something more serious going on here. If I had to have a hunch, it'd probably be head trauma, given the fact that racing, it's a tough game. And if she's had a fall or even been hit on the head, then this would explain everything. That'd be why she's been given up in the first place.
You gotta eat something, all right? Come on, just start small. Come on, Betty, you just need to eat something. If you need your strength back, you need to start here. It's all right. You cheer up, huh? You cheer up for us?
It's just really sad to see a puppy so dejected. She's had the worst possible start in life, and you really wouldn't blame her for just giving up. I'm just hoping that we can turn that all around.
At the Bondi Referral Hospital SASH, Deb and her daughter Meg have brought in their 5-month-old kitten.
Oh, Lily, it's all right. Lily Pilly.
The family adopted Lily only 5 weeks ago, and
silly girl,
12-year-old
aren't you?
Meg is already in love.
This much. I love her a lot.
But now her new best friend is in real trouble.
Well, she's eaten a rubber band about that size, I think.
Ooh, that's quite a long one.
It was around a bunch of flowers, and as I was opening the flowers, it flicked off
Excellent.
and she pounced on it.
Okay, so you can see there it's not under her tongue.
No.
The problem with leaving it in, if it's as long as that, and she's chewed it can cause the intestines to sort of all bunch on top of each other, and it can be a really nasty obstruction that can be life-threatening.
To avoid invasive surgery, Lisa will first attempt to make Lily vomit up the rubber band. But for cats, this can be a tricky procedure.
They just don't respond to the medications in the way that dogs do. So it's a bit of a nightmare. Can I ask as well what type of flowers they were?
Ah, lilies?
Lilies cause kidney failure in cats.
Really?
And any part of the plant is toxic. Most of the time we can't get them back from that. Okay, so it's actually better for her that she's eaten the rubber band rather than gone and had a nibble on the lilies.
Okay.
Good luck.
Take care, good luck, absolutely. Throw up well.
I had no idea that it was this serious. I just thought, oh yeah, they'll just give her a tablet and out it comes and off we go. Hey, little mouse. Had no idea that it would be like this. Yeah.
Back at the Bondi Clinic, a devoted dad is waiting for Chris to examine his 12-year-old daughter's pet mouse, Pino.
He's about a year old. My daughter's pride and joy. She's a bit distraught about it at the moment.
In just 36 hours, an ugly tumour has engulfed Pino's body.
David and Pino.
Hi.
You're David.
Yeah.
Where's Pino?
Pino's in here.
All right.
There's
Of course Pino's in there.
Yeah.
Hey, Pino.
something, a little tumour.
Okay, come on through and we'll have a look.
Yeah, lovely.
Most of the tumours that we see in mice are mammary tumours.
Yep.
So they're essentially breast cancers.
Right.
Mice are used in human medical research to grow tumours so we can actually study how cancers behave and the best way to treat them. But unfortunately, some of those genes have got into pet mice.
Daughter Elliot has given Dad strict instructions that she wants a medical update from Chris as soon as possible.
The only hope, I guess, that she has is if we can get in there and get around the back of that tumour and take it off.
Yep.
But really not kill her in the process.
Yeah, yeah.
If I was to do nothing for little Pino right now, this tumour would continue to grow and would kill her. I'm willing to give it a go if you're willing to let me.
Yep, sure, yeah.
What is one person's vermin is the absolute centre of this little girl's universe. And really, if they make an appointment, then we'll see them. Around here, it's all creatures great and very small.
At the moment, Lily's got a rubber band in her stomach, and if we wait too long, that's going to move into her intestines where it can cause an obstruction. So it's really important that we act quickly, we make her vomit and try and get it out of her.
Oh, so brave. Good
Lisa's now
girl.
giving Lily a sedative shot to try to make her vomit.
Vomits and then you can
If
go
she
home.
doesn't, the kitten will need to be cut open.
Come on, little one. I know it's horrible. I feel really mean. Come on, little one. Come on, licking the lips. Licking the lips. A big vomit, please.
In reception, Deb is trying to calm down the very worried Meg.
I was scared that she might not be coming back. And before, when I gave her a kiss and bye-bye, good luck, that might have been the last goodbye to Lily that I would have with her.
Hopefully it's not going to be that grim.
No, let's hope not.
Hopefully they know what they're doing in there.
Yeah, I reckon they will.
We don't want you to have surgery. You're only a baby.
An hour later and still no action. The question now is whether the kitten is going to listen to Lisa or cause herself a whole lot of pain.
It's the easy way out. It's much easier than going under the knife.
Laura? It's not lunch. It's a mouse.
A mouse. Oh my God.
This is Pino.
Pino's being prepped for surgery to remove a cancerous tumour. Another few days and it would have killed the pet mouse.
It's a big day.
If that lump was unattractive before, I've got a bad feeling that once the fur's gone, it's not going to look any better. With her anaesthetic, this is probably the biggest challenge of all. You don't routinely carry mouse equipment in your average vet hospital, so you do have to make some adjustments. So I've cut a piece of glove out and we're going to put this over the top of the anaesthetic tubing and then tape it in place. That then gives you the bare bones of what's going to be a mouse anaesthetic mask. And you just hope that she's going to like it. It all gets very serious all of a sudden once the clock's ticking like this. She can really only be under anaesthetic for 5-7 minutes, and that's about it. The idea is hopefully just to get in and around it and shell it out like a pea. Just working my way through these blood vessels that are feeding this immense tumour one by one, just trying to crush them as we tear them in the hope they won't bleed anymore. People would think that, hey, it's only just a mouse. But to Elliot, Pino isn't just a mouse, a big part of her life. And You carry that on your shoulders during the whole surgery. So she's been under for about 6 minutes now, so we're right at the end of our window. She's just breathing, just an occasional breath every now and then, and each time she does, you get filled with hope, but then she stops again. It's just awful. Just coming around the back of the tumour now, it's quite tightly adhered to the wall of the chest, which is going to make this difficult to get off.
At the Bondi Clinic, Chris is continuing the delicate surgery to remove a massive tumour from a much-loved pet mouse.
Even with so much going on during that surgery, I still had moments to think, geez, there's a little girl at school wondering how her little mouse is getting on. There we go. You can see how close that tumour was to growing into her chest. That's her lung right there and her heart beating behind it. So this is just millimetres away from absolute disaster. The anaesthetic's still going. We've got to find a way to get this skin back together neatly and tidily and not lose her in the process.
With the stitching finished, Pino should wake up quickly. But as the minutes go by, the tiny mouse is not regaining consciousness.
It's all right. Hey, it's fine. You don't need to stress. There's a little girl waiting to see you. Yeah, she's at school right now, thinking about you. You got to come around for her. Hey. I'd say you look like a drowned rat, but that's just not really appropriate for you, is it?
Pino might have survived the surgery, but there's still a huge fight ahead.
To remove something like that would be a decent operation in a Labrador. We're talking about a mouse that weighs maybe 40 grams, 50 grams, and that's got to be 10 or 20 right there. She'd be going through a lot of shock right now. She's really just lost close to half the blood in her body. Yeah, at the moment you can see she's hunched over, breathing deeply, just trying to force that blood around her body to satisfy the needs of her brain and all the different organs, because they'd be screaming out for blood, but the blood just ain't there.
You gotta feel worse before you can feel better. Hey? You're a naughty little thing. It wasn't a lizard.
At Sash, Lily is running out of time. If she doesn't regurgitate the rubber band she swallowed, the 5-month-old kitten will need surgery to prevent a fatal blockage.
A big vommy.
Finally,
A big one.
some encouraging signs.
Come on, good girl. Good girl. That's a girl. Oh, I'm sorry, my sweet. Oh, and there's a rubber band. Yes, there is. Woohoo!
Success.
Success!
Yeah. Well done.
But seriously, that is a long
That's a big rubber
piece of
band.
rubber in a cat of this size. That could have been really bad. She's a one-hit wonder.
Oh, hello, Lily.
Now Lily just needs rest and love from her family. As for little Meg, she can stop worrying.
Feeling better now. She's so happy. Big relief. Yeah.
Some of these seem a little bit strange, but they're all tests to really work out how her brain and how her spinal cord are functioning and how well they're sending the messages.
It's been 24 hours since Betty was carried into the Bondi Clinic after mysteriously collapsing.
There we go.
Even after a good feed and rest, the 9-month-old Greyhound is still unsteady on her feet.
She has all the necessary reflexes and reactions, but they're not 100%. They're sort of about 80%. She's negative to toxo and neospora, okay. Yeah.
And even though her blood tests are back, there's still no clear-cut answer as to what's causing the puppy's lack of coordination.
Okay, what this means is that Betty doesn't have an infection or parasites in her brain. So really, my hunch about her having a knock to the head, it might just be right. The good news though is that brain injuries, they can heal, they can get better, provided they have plenty of TLC and plenty of care.
Betty's rehabilitation could take weeks, but even if she responds, there is another major problem.
Thousands of greyhounds are bred every year, and of those, only a very small portion ever make it to the track. The sad thing is that no one wants the losers, and so a lot do end up getting put down. I really hope that Betty will find a great home. She is a character, she's loving, and she is incredibly gentle. You've just got to hope that she's going to be one of the lucky ones. She's half the mouse she used to be. Get you looking good. I don't like the brush.
Little Pinot's recovering after Chris removed her massive tumour. The pet mouse nearly died on the operating table after a huge loss of blood.
To nearly being dead in the surgery to all of a sudden being alive and full of energy, it's quite a transformation.
She's now ready to go home to Elliot.
I think it's time for some home delivery. How are you?
Thank you.
I've got someone to see you here.
Oh, Pino.
So she's no longer a full-body Pinot. She is...
Pinot Light.
She is Pinot Light. I've got to tell you, I don't want to freak you out, but she came pretty close to the edge.
Oh, gosh.
In a pretty bad way. That came out of her. It's pretty amazing that...
Oh, yuck. I could not rest my head if she had died. It would be so sad. I kept on thinking about it, and then occasionally I felt like crying.
If you'd have told me that my biggest achievement this week would have been saving a tiny mouse, then I probably would have laughed. But after meeting Elliot, it does feel like a huge accomplishment.
Thank you so much.
That's okay. You obviously love her so much, so the least I could do was give her a chance.
Yes.
I'm glad it worked out. See you, little buddy. I reckon you need some open space. What do you say? Huh?
2 weeks later,
Yeah, look at
Betty
you,
the
wanna go.
Dutch
Come on, let's go.
Greyhound is
Come on.
greatly
Come on.
improved and strong enough to check out her new neighbourhood.
You think about her life before and it would have been in a cage and occasionally getting out to the track. She would never have seen the ocean before. This is a groundbreaking day for her.
Now that's second gear, Betty, isn't it? Can I ask, is there a third? No? Okay, stay in second. Got it. Got the message. Good.
Despite the fact that she's not the fastest of runners, I'm encouraged by the fact that she is moving quite nicely. She's showing a great improvement from where she was before. While she's not perfect, she's come a long way.
And there is good news about her adoption.
Thanks to Greyhound Rescue, Betty is getting a new home where she can lead a long and happy life. She is a lovely dog, and it's exactly what she deserves.
1 month later, Betty is a completely different
Mike? Hey, Grace, how are you? Is this Betty?
Yeah.
Betty?
How different is she?
Doing girl? Look at you, huh?
Mate, I think you were the medicine.
Yeah, how you going?
Good to see you, mate.
She's settled in probably the fastest of all the dogs. She's just so easygoing and so lovable and so trusting, and she's just a big floppy, sooky cutie. I mean, she's just absolutely gorgeous.
It's great for any patient to get better, but one that's been through so much and now loves life so much, it's really special.